Hello everyone and welcome to another video where today we'll be doing an update video on my little Venusaur, Carnivine, Shining Genesect deck with a few other things. So if you haven't seen a previous one, I recommend you check it out. But in the meantime, here it is, the updated version. And this is like a budget version. The previous one was going just about budget. This one is more about what's inside. So I'll be using a few more expensive cards. This is about just being good rather than being cheap and good. So, let's start off with two Bulbasaurs, two Ivysaurs, and two Venusaurs. This is one of the main things in this deck. You want to get these as soon as you can, simply because of Venusaur's ability called the Jungle Totem. This ability, as you can see, allows you to make every single grass energy count as 2 grass energy, and that is absolutely amazing, especially if you know what Alolan Executor and Shining Genesect do. So we have two executes. It doesn't really matter which. I am using ones from Crimson Invasion, and here it is, Alolan Executor GX with his ability Tropical Head, which is 20 damage per grass energy, or I think it's actually, yes, per any energy to any Pokemon. So that can be really good when combined with Venusaur. And of course, he has some other attacks that can be used very quickly with that ability. For example, or his GX or his Dragon Hammer can be just used for 2 energy. Next up, we have ourselves 2 EVs from the Sun and Moon base set. I recommend, these are by far best EVs to play, no question. They are absolutely amazing. They allow you to get yourself the evolution just by putting down some energy. It's great. Seriously, use these EVs only, because they're gonna make getting this guy up way faster. So, this guy has several abilities in this deck. Firstly, he allows you to heal Pokemon, because as long as he's active, he can heal 50 damage from any bench Pokemon that has any energy attached to it. That's good. It also has Solar Beam for 110, which may not seem like a lot, but it's always something when you need to defend yourself in a pinch. And his ability, Grand Bloom GX, allows you for just 1 energy to evolve all of your Pokemon on your bench. So that's good, especially when you're struggling to get yourself a Venusaur. That can be really good. Next up, we have ourselves 2 copies of Carnivine. I absolutely love this card. Shining Legends by far was one of the best sets recently for grass types. And Crunch is such a great attack for just 2 energy, or 1 if you have Venusaur. You can do 30 damage, which may not seem like a lot, but you're also discarding energy from your opponent, which can make it that your opponent can be stuck in a cycle of not having enough energy to attack, and then basically you can just destroy the Pokemon with it. And so Flick Poison also allows you to make sure you always have the right Pokemon up. That's why you will notice I don't have too many escape ropes or Guzmas or stuff like that in this deck, because we have Flick Poison. And next up, we have one of the main attackers in this deck, Shining Genesect, because of his ability, which is 50 damage plus 20 more for each grass energy, which of course, combined with Venusaur, is extremely deadly very fast. And next up, we have 1, 2, 3 Lilies, 1, 2, and 3 Hows, 2 Cynthias, which is all just for how you draw. If you have bad hand, you can always use Cynthia. If you have a good hand, only one expanded, you can always use Lily or How. And then these 2 that aren't really for just getting a better hand, because Judge only allows you to get 4. So unless you have really little cards, then this may be good. But otherwise, this may be useful when you see your opponent becoming a threat. When you see them using stuff like Ultra Balls, Time Balls, and not placing those Pokemon down, and you can see them gathering lots of good cards, lots of GXs and stuff like that, then you can play down a Judge and wipe the entire hand. They're only left with 4 random cards, and that is absolutely fantastic. When you see your opponent having a huge hand, or a huge and strong hand, use a Judge. They are really good at that. Then we have Pokemon Fan Club, 2 of them to help you get the Pokemon need out a lot faster. And then we have 1 Mars, 1 Gladion, and 1 Guzman. Those are just your kind of like bonuses, just to use when the time is right. So of course, Mars will allow you to just slightly disrupt your enemy, and also draw 2 cards. Gladion will allow you just to get a nice little bonus card from your prize cards, and then Guzma, if you really don't have like an escape rope or Carnivine ready, and you also need to just switch out your opponent's Pokemon. Then we have 2 switches, 2 energy retrievals, 2 enhanced hammers, so everything to really keep your Pokemon up, active, and safe. Then, if they do get knocked out, you have 2 rescue stretchers. You probably will like to use them most on stuff like Shining Genesect. Then we have one rare candy to help you get that Venusaur up as soon as possible, because you really want him as soon as possible. That's one of the main things of this deck. Then one escape rope, and to really help drive home the point of what to do with this deck, we have 3 nest balls to probably get yourself a Bulbasaur or anything else you need set up, and then 2 Ultra Balls. So that should be more than enough to get your main party going. Then after that we have 2 Choice Bands, just to increase your damage output, especially on some of the higher attackers. Then 1 Aether Paradise Conservation Area that can keep some of your more vulnerable Pokemon alive, such as Shining Genesect. He's one of the main attackers, but he doesn't have too much health. So this can make him last one more go, for example. Brits can make a whole lot of difference. Or, for example, Carnivine. That can also work on him. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 Grass Energy. So, that is the deck. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you have any improvements. If you have played yourself, let me know how you found it. I've been playing it at my local league recently. It's been doing really well. And of course, I want to hear from you what you think of it. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then subscribe, like, whatever. And I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.